Most people in Skyrim don't care for Dunmer.
I work with my mother, sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most days, but hard work.
What can I do for you?
Believe this, but I think I dropped my weapon back outside the city. Oh.
You lost? Yeah.
Come on
Thank
in.
you.
Just
Thank
stoked
you.
the fire.
No,
Take a seat
please.
and get the cold out. Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda. Yeah, these Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares. It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land when you've got a roof over your head. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Nobody trusts them. Reputation mostly. A lot of Khajiit turn to smuggling and thievery to get by. A few bad apples spoiled a bunch. You know how it is. Farewell.
You still need to remove that blood stain from the inside.
They say there's nothing a Nord woman can't do if she puts her mind to it. About the same as everyone else. They're the catfolk of Elsewhere. Great warriors, good traders. Way I hear it, Elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands. It sounds awful. Before my ma and Da passed, I told them that one day I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madran. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done. You'd do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future? Yes, hello. Do you believe that? No. I mean, do you think I'm beautiful? You know, I don't get the impression that I'm beautiful. Oh, really? How dare you! You behave like you're carousing in a house of ill repute. Oh, never mind. I'm not easily insulted. Go ahead and play your little joke. Well... Have you met Mikhail? Mikhail is quite the songbird. Anyway, what I need is a mammoth's tusk. That is all I will say. For it grieves me to speak of my love. See you.
Need something?
I can't talk now.
What can I do for you? Until next time.
Another curious mind, is it? Come to Argus to find the answers to all life's riddles. Very true. But when the mead runs dry, they find that their problems are even harder to swallow. So, what is it you want to know? The answer to life's most difficult questions? Or perhaps its most fundamental ones? They say I knew them all, well, the truth is no one does.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days? Everyone is obsessed with death. Ain't sure if they're taking on new members, but you should talk to the companions. They're over in their hall. Jorvaskr. If by work, you mean testing your steel in bloody battle. Aye, that I do. Half all my life. We Battleborns have been here since the beginning, along with the Greymanes. Our family's been close as kin for generations, but Ulfric Stormcloak's uprising has divided us. Now, seems we can scarce look at each other without coming to blows. Petty and foolish, that. They are saying dragons have returned to Skyrim. Now that's a real problem. Ah, the most important question of all, that one. You'll want the bannered mare. See old Hulda. She'll keep you swimming in mead. But mind the bard, Mikhail. Poncy little milk drinker, that one.
We drink to our youth.
Man gives bards a bad name. We Nords have a long history as warrior poets. I am proud to count myself among them. But Mikael, he sings only for gold and the affections of wenches. He dishonors our traditions. May your sword be sharp, and your tongue sharper.
The children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. The Southern Guard beckons, every one of us dies.
What are we eating?
But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams. I'm a bard by trade. Perhaps you've heard of me. There's a whole college up in Solitude where they teach the arts. Song, lute playing, poetry. I studied there myself. Had to leave over a misunderstanding with a headmistress. Well, more a misunderstanding with her husband. It's the leaving that's hardest, I know.
Fine. What? Only if I can help it. But damn if I ain't almost sober. Hey, in the Bannered Mare, there's this bottle of Argonian ale. The good stuff. Get it for me. They won't even know it's gone. Come on. Then we got nothing more to talk about. Yes, yes. Now, what do you want? Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Yes, yes. Now, to find myself a drink.
If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's the one to talk to. Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both. Now please, no more questions.
Yes?
People have forgotten humor, poetry, and romance. I love a good sword fight as much as the next man. But there's more to life.
Is there something I can do for you? See you around.
What is it?
If you need more food or drink, speak to Hulda. What are you doing that for?
If you're looking for the court wizard, I'm not him. Farengar is the one you want. If you wish to speak with him, you'll find him somewhere in the general direction of boredom. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's this invention called wine that requires my immediate attention.
We drink to our youth,
Be gone.
come and gone. For the age of aggression.
If you're looking
is
for the
just
court wizard,
about
you'll
done.
find him somewhere in that general direction.
Drive out the storm cloaks
I could go
and
for a good
restore
Tamika
what
vintage $3.99 right now.
and I'll steal
My name is Elduin. I've come to Whiterun for the Skyforge and for Farengar.
down with Ulfric.
I don't see that as a negative. My Nord friends often chide me for neglecting the rich history of Skyrim, as if I was ignorant of it. They say, you know, Elder, there's more to Skyrim than just alto and spiced wine.
Guard beckons.
And I tell them, yes, yes, I know all about your windmills and bards and 12 different words for cold.
And we'll see
I only care about the wine.
of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
I don't really understand it myself. There should be more of me. It seems to me smithing and enchanting are two complementary skills. I can only assume it has to do with the stigma that comes with being a blacksmith. They say to wield a hammer, you must be as dull as an anvil and as strong as an ox, as if stupidity were a prerequisite for the craft. Although I have heard warriors talk of such things, they say the person who thinks too much on the battlefield lacks focus. In battle, having an empty mind certainly makes you more decisive, but the forge is not something that requires you to act swiftly. But I do like the notion of intelligence being a weakness. There are far too many mages who thumb their noses at common folk, as if worth was defined by the size of one's skull. Alchemists invented wine, farmers harvest the grapes, and smiths provide the tools. So, to me, each is worth more than all the mages in Winterhold. You forget how tedious farm labor is. Most of us would sooner dip our heads in the Skyforge before spending the day bent over picking crops. As I said before, the things we idolize are not often virtues. If everyone were a bard, the poetic Edda would be filled with verses about starvation. Really? No doubt from that knave Larkspur, telling everyone that I'm a battle cat under the sheets. The truth is, I don't even remember any of it. I just recall waking up naked and sneezing profusely because the sentimental fool left a lavender flower on my stomach. Well, maybe you've confused my name with the World Eater. It's Elduin, with an E, and I don't eat worlds. Although it's possible you may have heard it elsewhere. I hear in the Isle you can't swing a dead skeever without hitting at least 3 Elduins. About time. Make it quick. Caves are the best place to find packs of wolves, or bears, sometimes even trolls. Unfortunately, by myself, they provide a bit of a challenge. There used to be 3 other mages in my faction, a motley bunch to be sure. A Khajiit, a Redguard, a Nord, and myself. 4 mages can be a formidable party, especially when their talents complement each other. As a result, I can afford to make mistakes. Mistakes like trading our last healing potion for a flask of wine. Not a problem when the Redguard was there to restore my wounds. Thankfully, the one talent I do have serves me well. It turns out most feral beasts in Skyrim are susceptible to fire. Victim to the squalls of battle, I'm afraid. It matters not if you are a novice or an archmage. All it takes is a single misstep. The Khajiit was first. We all knew it'd be him. Then our numbers were 3. Next came the Redguard, then the Nord, and soon only I remained. The Khajiit, Razan, was what we call a scroll mage. Not an ounce of magical talent, but one who desperately wanted to cast spells.
This land is ours, and we'll
Where?
see it
Yes?
clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes.
When it comes to examining wine, I'm still just a novice, although I have picked up the basics.
This is a local favorite and one of the first songs.
Well, supposedly the color can tell you the wine's provenance, as well as the conditions it was developed in, serving as an indicator of how it will taste. Wine tasting is apparently all about discovery, yet I've discovered that I enjoy drinking wine more than I enjoy tasting it. So let the nobles sniff and swirl their goblets. I prefer to swallow my wine like a common rube. Can I both agree with your assessment and still not care about it? That seems to be the way my attitude is leaning. Let the experts tilt their goblets this way and that way. I'll be tilting mine right into my mouth. Yorland allows me to use his magical forge to craft jewelry. I use the enchanting table at Dragon's Reach to raise their value. Then I turn them around and sell them to Farengar, and he always buys them. I've never met a man so obsessed with necklaces. He says their enchantments are valuable. I think he likes to wear them. Maybe tomorrow I'll enchant him a dress to go along with it. About time.
Is there something I can do for you? Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
I tried applying for part-time work at one of the... I figured they must pay well. I still haven't heard back from Alpha.
What is it?
This is a local favorite and first songs I ever learned. Ragnar the Red.
He should have been wary of his dealer. He purchased a bad batch of flame cloaks that ended up burning him alive. About time.
Need.
What is it?
You lost? How can I argue with that? Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Someone's been pilfering crops from my farm.
I'm the commander of the guard here in Whitekeep.
I'll see the culprit rot in prison. I'm surprised.
Yeah?
Heading out? I've got all your equipment cleaned and ready.
My lord, please. This is no time for rash action.
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgrup is not receiving visitors.
Who's this then?
Well, that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes? By Ismir, Irileth was right! What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
The Jarl of Falkreath will view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Yes.
Farengar, I think I've found someone who can help you.
What the...
Dragon.
Excuse me.
Go ahead and fill her in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Straight to the point, eh? No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right? I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. Ah, the dragon stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it. You are cut from a different cloth than the usual brutes the Jarl foists on me. That is where your job ends and mine begins. The work of the mind, sadly undervalued in Skyrim.
Farengar, you need to come at once. What can I do for you? A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
Dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen?
The name's Hjorvir.
What was it doing?
And I'm just
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it. Let's go.
I bet my papa...
So, Irileth tells me you came from the western
One of the new
watchtower?
servants? Remember that I like my
Tell
meat
him what
rare.
you told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragon Stone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
No, I can't afford to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory
I'm still
mission.
here.
I need to know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of court. I'll see you at the watchtower as soon as the rest of the men have gathered.